we as a society want to reduce the harm. Not particularly for the client or for the person who is into drugs, but also to their immediate family member and the society as well. If someone is taking drugs, then they might be susceptible to catch HIV infection and hepatitis C if they are injecting drugs users. If they will be in close relationship, physical relationship with their family and any other member in the community, then obviously that harm will be very high. So for that thing, there are so many programs under HIV control in India are running where the harm reduction programs are functioning very well, and apart from that there is another program related to opioid substitution therapy, which is specifically related to people who are addicted to opioid drugs are running to reduce the harm. So if we talk about national drug, you can say control activities. In India, NDPC Act has been created that in 1985, then the creation of Narcotic Control Bureau in 1986, and you have recently saw the news related to this Shah Rukh Khan's son, and also the formation of expert committee. Consultative committee was there, cabinet commission was commissioned, and if we talk about specifically the demand reduction, over here the most important role to play by the Ministry of Welfare and Ministry of Health and Family and other stakeholders are the University Grant Commission. Under the University Grant Commission, all the universities are meant to facilitate in the demand reduction through the awareness and preventive program which we are doing in NIT today. So state health departments are another, and Ministry of Human Resource Development and NGOs are the another important stakeholders to reduce the demand in the community. So here there are some certain departments in the government and the ministries related to who are controlling the drug in India related to the supply and the demand, and it is specifically and clearly mentioned over here. I will not go more in detail. So now coming to the most important part, that is the prevention. So all the prevention programs which we are talking about, that will be can be conducted on the three levels: primary prevention, secondary prevention, and third is tertiary prevention. Once we are talking about the primary prevention, so we are not allowing our youngsters to get into drugs. Say no to drugs is the most important concern in the primary prevention. Through awareness and prevention programs, we can sensitize our youngsters not get into drugs and develop another very important coping mechanisms and support system which can help them to refrain away from the drugs. So another is the second important part in the prevention is the secondary prevention. I know about Chandigarh as Chandigarh is very strict in terms of law and order, and specifically if you will police will arrest you while drink and drive, and if you have done something and you met in an accident, and they will arrest you and they will keep you in the custody for a day, and they will show you very horrible pictures of accidents, and if you will spend the entire day watching those horrible videos, then you will be feeling very, you can say, upset, and you will not try to drive again in Chandigarh with drink and drive. So similar type of the preventive measures can be taken. The person is already taking a drug, and through these legal interventions, and but that may be not that complicated in terms of the law, but still it can be very helpful to motivate people to not use drugs within some certain areas. As in, alcohol is legal drug and tobacco products are legal. Obviously, through this secondary prevention, there is a provision in the law. So no one can smoke cigarettes and take tobacco products in the public, because there is a passive smoking concept is also there. And similarly, drink and drive and other type of things are coming under the secondary prevention. The last slide I am going to present and I will conclude. So the most important, people who already get addicted and dependent on drugs, until and unless we will not help them, then definitely they will spread the problem further in the society. Because if someone is get dependent, they need to be, you can say, linked with the appropriate treatment facility. For the right time, if we are providing that facility on timely basis, then definitely the possibility of rescue the person from the addiction very easy. If the person has already been into drugs for a long, then definitely the problem may be very worse. Day, going to become worse day by day. So in that context, the treatment is very important, and the role of social scientists and psychologists is very important to link such people to the treatment facility so they can help us to get out of drugs. So that was all related to this. It's already 1 o'clock, so I'm winding up over here. So thank you everyone for being a very patient audience. Before I will step down from the stage, whenever we are working with the people, those who are into addiction and drugs, then definitely hand-holding is very important concern. If people have a meaningful relationships, they can get out of the problem. But there is another condition is also there. Until unless you are not going to take the charge of your own life, no one else can help you out. Meaningful relations are very important to rescue, but also you need to at the same time to take the charge of your own life. So on this note, I am going to wind up my session. Thank you very much.
I think when Lakhvinder sir is speaking, you should